A very good morning to all the viewers of Q News English with me, Vijay Rana, and Bharat from our studios out here in Telangana. So to begin with, today I'm recording a video, so I do have time on hand and I will not be rushing through the news to begin with. So let's start with Delhi, and that's the Kartavya Path, and a lot of fog out there and security personnel also, and what a beautiful view. So a lot of people actually go to Kartavya Path to get themselves photographed. So that's there in Delhi, and the Kartavya Path is enveloped in fog amid low visibility during the cold winter morning in New Delhi on Friday, and this will be the Kartavya Path on which the parade is going to happen. That is why you see security also. It is not visible, though I don't know if it will be visible from the camera or not, but then it is visible if you look at the newspaper. And on the left hand side we have ED raids Pawar's kin. So is it Sharad Pawar? Yeah, the Enforcement Directorate conducted searches at multiple locations, including the premises of Baramati Agro, a company owned by MLA Rohit Pawar, the grand-nephew of NCP's Supremo Sharad Pawar. So Enforcement Directorate is in action and they are being attacked as well. So that's the news. They are the ones who are actually, they scrutinize the financial transactions and everything. Whenever they suspect there is, or this not suspect, whenever there is a case of corruption wherein the money laundering is involved. So that is what they do, and they did that in and they did that. Where is the news related to that? And they were attacked as well. No, there was another news from West Bengal. Yeah, it is there on page 1, so I will have to go back to page 1. There it is. Now, ED officials attacked during the raid in West Bengal. So on one hand, when they conducted the raid in Maharashtra, they were not attacked, so it went through peacefully. But then once they did this, their vehicles were attacked. The media was also attacked. So what is it all about? So what is the law and order situation prevailing in West Bengal? It raises a big question. And what is the call of the governor out there? Enforcement Directorate personnel faced a violent confrontation orchestrated by the loyalists of Trinamool Congress leader in West Bengal, escalating tensions and prompting calls from the opposition for the imposition of president's rule. So is the law and order situation that bad? Can Enforcement Directorate not work independently, or will they be attacked? They were attacked, in fact. And that's really not acceptable at all, and the opposition parties are very rightly asking for a president's rule, and it should be. I am of the viewpoint that president rule should be there, and these people, all of them, should be taken to task who attack the media, who attack the government employees. The clash unfolded during an ED raid on the residence of TMC leader Sheikh Shahjahan in Sandesh Khali, North 24 Parganas district. Shahjahan, trusted ally of State Minister Jyotirao Malik, currently under arrest for his involvement in multi-crore ration distribution scam. Despite the fact that he is under arrest, for a ration scam, there was ration to be distributed that was not being done. So he is already under arrest, and when the raids are being conducted, they are being obstructed, and a lot of destruction also happened to their private vehicles, and also the media personnel who were covering the incident, they were also manhandled. So this is the state of law and order in West Bengal, and it should be addressed immediately by the center. That is what the opposition is demanding. And apart from that, another temple in US defaced. Now, we have been witnessing, one of the miscreants, or I would say terrorists. I don't know if he qualifies to be a terrorist, but then again, the kind of threats that he gives, Patwant Singh Pannu, is residing very much on the US soil. And now this is the state of affairs out there. A Hindu temple in California was defaced with pro-Khalistan graffiti just 2 weeks after a prominent temple was vandalized in the same US state. Now, this is the second incident that has come to light in a span of so it has become a trend. Every week they are vandalizing a temple. Why? What is the reason? And it's the pro-Khalistan. Now, is US supporting Khalistan movement? Is US, why is it being allowed? Why is, people like who are pro-Khalistan, why are they not being taken to task? Why are they not being arrested? Why they are not being handed over to India? That's the big question. India needs to take a stand out here against these Khalistanis who are defaming the country. That's number one. And who are against, they are spreading religious hatred. As far as, I also belong to northern part of India, and I have a lot of Sikh friends. None of them, not even one of them, are in favor of Khalistan. This is a propaganda. This is a movement that has been started by our neighboring country, Pakistan. They are the ones who actually, take advantage of this divide, and they are the ones to fuel the fire out there. But none of the, my Sikh friends are actually in favor of Khalistan. But Patwant Singh Pannu, being on US soil, he is getting patronage from the United States of America. That has to be questioned. The government needs to come in action, and they need to step up their act and their, bilateral. We have really good relationship with the United States of America as of now, and that has to be leveraged. Our External Affairs Ministry needs to, take action on these kind of miscreants. And also, this issue was taken up in Canada, Canada's parliament as well, by their Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Is US and Canada, are both the countries favoring Pakistan? That's the big question, because that's what every country knows, that Pakistan is behind this movement to destabilize India. But what is India doing to curtail this? That's the question that we need to ask our government. That's the question that the opposition, the biggest opposition party, Congress, needs to ask from the center as to what is our action plan on this. And yet again, very soon, ISRO, every day I find ISRO in the news. Yet another feather in cap for ISRO, for Aditya L1 is about to reach the final phase today. So that will be the moment, for a proud moment for all of us Indians, and thanks to ISRO for making us proud. So all you scientists deserve kudos and our respect. So moving on, we have India to face Pakistan on June 9th in New York. Why would we want to do it? On one hand, they are trying to destabilize India. Our soldiers are being martyred out there in Jammu and Kashmir, and they are trying to take advantage of our fault lines. Are we so desperate to play with them? We should not be. Or is it only about money? Indian Cricket Board is the richest cricket board in the world. Are we falling short of money? No, we are not, because one news out here says GDP to grow by 7.3%. Why do we need to play this match? We don't want to entertain Pakistan. This will fetch them revenue, which they are going to utilize against India only. That is what they are. Not a country, they are not a nation who is focused towards development of their people. They are of the mindset, they want to, very terrorist mindset is what their government has. So they will not be favoring their people. They would rather invest that money to buy bullets, or and then again try to destabilize India. and spread terrorism. So they are the perpetrators of terror. And moving on, let's see what do we have. Prithvi scheme gets rupees 4,797 crore. So owing to the climate change, a big initiative coming in from the government, and we can see it is headed by, the whole meeting is headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself, and allocation of 4,797 crores over a span of, to be spent over a span of 5 years, to understand as to what is the root cause of this climate change that you might be witnessing over the years. Now, it includes atmosphere, climate research, modeling, observing system and services, ocean services, modeling application resources and technology, polar sciences and cryosphere research, seismology and geosciences, and research, education, training and outreach. So for all those people, this is again, India is one of the leading countries to impact the globe, who's working towards minimizing the impact of this climate change, and we are working very dynamically towards it. So anybody who has studied, related to this is going to generate a lot of employment opportunities also for people who have studied in this domain. On the other hand, CBI to probe Mohalla clinics in Delhi. So that was an initiative started by none other than the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, the Mohalla clinics concept. Now CBI is again probing, and why it is being probed? Because of the quality of the drugs that were being distributed through these Mohalla clinics. And it says Saxena expressed concerns that the drugs allegedly failed quality standard tests and posed a potential threat to lives in hospitals operated by Delhi government. Now, the quality of drugs that are being distributed out there can actually pose a threat to the patient's life. So that's a big miss out there from the government of Delhi. It should definitely be looked at. And on the other hand, we have the news from Mumbai about the gangster who has been shot dead. So that's what they say in Mumbai. The life of a gangster is very, very short, and his own team members, his own gang members actually shot him thrice in the chest, and one bullet pierced his heart. He was taken to a hospital, but then he succumbed to the injury. And moving on, we have Revant urges center to release pending dues. Now, very surprising, in fact, it's a welcome surprise. Usually Congress and BJP are the two opposition parties. They are always confronting each other. But in this case, for the benefit of his state, the Chief Minister of Telangana is actually meeting the bureaucrats. He is meeting, on Friday he was out there in Delhi, and he met the senior leaders of BJP. And it was Rajnath Singh whom he met. Yesterday he was meeting the Home Minister also. So why is he meeting them? Because there are some funds that are to be released. There are different schemes that are launched by the government at the center. It's their responsibility. They might not be ruling a particular state, but as they are ruling the entire country, it's their responsibility to treat every state equally, owing to which they release funds for different schemes that are being launched. So there is approximately rupees 2,233.54 crores. They are still pending to be released. That's the amount for which he has traveled to Delhi, and he is talking to their opposition, the biggest opposition. So two opposite parties are talking to each other for funds, and it is the responsibility of BJP. That's the right approach. That's the way you need to approach. There is, every time criticizing is one aspect of being in opposition. But then when it comes to the benefit of state, you need to talk to the opposition party, you need to get your funds released. And what a sophisticated approach, and I really admire now he's starting to become my favorite politician, because that's the way you interact with your opposition. If it is about your funds, your state, you are the one responsible, and that's what Mr. Revanth Reddy is all set to do, and he is doing that really well. Let's move on. TTD to serve 1 lakh laddus at Ayodhya ceremony. Now that's going to be a big in fact, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam does not need any introduction. But then how many people from North India have actually tasted the laddu from Tirupati? I reside in South India. Being a North Indian, I have tasted it so many times. Anybody who visits the TTD will get a laddu as prasadam. So, and it's really delicious as well, and it carries a lot of holy faith as well. There is a lot of story also behind it. But then it's the time for North Indians also to have a flavor of the South Indian laddu that belongs to Tirupati, the temple at Tirupati. So this is a welcome initiative that has been taken when it comes to the Pran Pratishtha of Sri Ram idol in Ayodhya on 22nd of January. So thank you so much, people. At that note, I would like to end this telecast, and I think if Deepak is in town tomorrow, then we will have a live telecast going forward. So thank you so much yet again for being with us. This is Vijay Rana signing off. Jai Hind.